Morning. How's everybody doing? Been a little bit since I made a video. I've had some things going on, some health issues, and some things going on with the family. That's what I want to talk about today. We just lost, very, very special member of our family, uh, an uncle, an amazing man. Uh, Somebody that made me feel like part of my wife's family right from the minute I met him. Just embraced me as his own. And I wanted to talk about loss, while you're sober. You know, when we get sober, things get better, but that doesn't mean life changes. It doesn't mean that things aren't going to happen, that we don't have problems or tragedies or trials. So, losing somebody in sobriety is just as hard, if not harder, than it is when you're using. I mean, at least when you're using, you've got something to numb the pain and you don't have to feel, but when you're clean and sober, your feelings sometimes are very raw. And, for me, this one's a tough one. Uh, it hurts really deeply. And, I would love to be able to just numb the pain, to be able to do something and say, I don't have to feel this. But that's not how life on life's terms works. So I deal with this the same way that everybody else that doesn't have an addiction problem does. I'm grieving. I'm sensing a great sense of loss right now. Um, but I don't need to drink over it. I've got my support system. I've got, the things in life that sobriety has taught me. You know, Unfortunately, death is as much a part of life as living is. From the day we're born, you start dying. And it's like my wife says, everybody gets a turn. Everybody gets a turn of being born. Everybody gets a turn of dying. Doesn't make it hurt less. Doesn't make things any easier. But when you start to feel those things uh, in sobriety, those are real emotions. And for some of us, it's the first time we ever feel real emotions. For me, death is really hard in the sense that my head doesn't wrap around it. Um, Not that I don't get, death, but I really don't. So for me, it's really, really rough, trying to wrap my head around things that, this is somebody that I'm never going to see again. Um, but a drink is not going to fix that. A drug is not going to fix that because, what? If I get drunk today, Uncle Wayne is still not going to be there the next time I go to West Virginia to visit. If I drug, he's not coming back, you know. So using those things as an excuse to drink or drug is just bullshit, because it doesn't change things, but that's how our minds work. The addicted mind says, yeah, but I'll feel a lot better and I won't have to feel the pain of losing somebody, but unfortunately, sober means son of a bitch, everything's real. So I have to feel these things. I have to go through these things and I have to live through these things. Meetings, books, meditations, podcasts, whatever it takes is, what gets us through. It just depends on what works for you. But believe me, it's not going to be any better if you drink or use. Um, it's just going to make things worse because then, not only do you still have that sense of loss, that person's no longer there. Now you have the guilt and the shame of having fucking used, and use that as your excuse. Eventually we all run out of excuses. So this is not a reason to drink or drug. It's not a reason to do anything other than go through a normal process of mourning the loss of somebody, and that's what our family's doing today, is going through that process. You know, um, there probably will be a memorial. I don't know if I'll be able to make it or not, but if I do, there will be drinking. Um, it's what our family does. Uh, but I won't be participating in that. And the thing that I love about my family and my support system is, that they all know that I'm sober. None of them offer me drinks. None of them offer me anything. None of them give me any bullshit because I don't drink. They know that this is who I am and they like me the way I am, which is kind of fucking scary. You know, people liking me for me is weird to me. It's still a strange concept even after 11 years. Um, so if you're at a point in your life where you're experiencing some sort of loss, and it doesn't have to be the passing of somebody, it can be anything. Just remember that drinking and drugging doesn't make it better. It will make things exponentially fucking worse. Because tomorrow you're gonna wake up and now you're faced with all that bullshit that you just caused by drinking or drugging, plus whatever else it was that you were supposed to be dealing with, like a quote unquote normal person. I'm never gonna be normal. I'm always gonna be Coop the alcoholic, always, until the day that it's my time to go home. So, love everybody in your life as much as you can every day because you don't know when it's going to be that last day. Um, don't drink, go to meetings, talk to a sponsor, talk to a friend, do the things that you need to do to stay sober through the hard times in life. I love you all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.